Misa, thanks for answering a few questions for us today. Would you tell us what motivated you to be so committed to helping people heal?
Well, my mother and my father both died from cancer, which is painful to watch, and I can only imagine what it was like to experience. I also had a syndrome in my early adulthood where I was producing as much testosterone as a male in puberty and had some help in healing that. And then later I had MS and healed that with my energy alone. So as an educator, as a person with a background in behavioral sciences and in acting, it was very natural for me to wonder what was the motivation behind illnesses? What are the emotional causes and emotional roots and spiritual roots that may actually be causing illness to occur, or at the very least, aggravating an illness?
You've been interviewing people with chronic conditions that have experienced dramatic healings, what we might call miracles, about their healing processes. Through those interviews, what have you learned about why we don't heal?
Well, there are a couple of very significant factors. One of them is that many of us have subconscious beliefs with accompanying emotions that are actually driving the cart. Those subconscious beliefs are creating illness within our bodies, or at the very least, they're limiting our ability to heal them. And secondly, unconscious needs can actually get met through an illness. And until we understand what those needs are and look for new ways to meet them, then we will continue to create illness in order to get those very fundamental and primary needs met.
As a result of your healing experiences, the healing that you have observed in others and the interviews you've been doing, you believe miracles are created. Could you tell us about how that happens?
Well, it happens when we begin meeting those needs and when we begin releasing those limited beliefs. What happens is that you really become the space, the sacred space in which healing can occur, because there's no longer anything in the way. So when that happens, you attract the right healers, you attract the right methodologies, you are open in what I call a state of allowance, so that healing actually can occur. And in fact, people find that their prayers actually begin to work. So miracles are simply the natural outcome of anything that stands in the way being removed and you being in a totally open space, receptive space for healing.
So that's when miracles become normal reality, and that's what you teach people, how to become that internal sacred space in which miracles occur. Is that right?
Yes, that's exactly right. Healing really tests the depths of our love. And because it does that, it is a sacred journey. That's what sacred journeys of awakening are about, discovering the limitless depths of our love. So when we are releasing those hidden limits, when we are meeting those hidden needs, those are the acts of a sacred journey. And as we open that space I was talking about, become that space, we also discover our innate gifts. And everyone has at least one gift that is natural, that is available to us for our healing. So when that arises, if you choose to embrace your journey as a sacred journey, you will discover that gift for your use to assist you in accelerating your healing.
The healing journey is then about choosing and supporting miracles in our lives. Thank you, Misa, for sharing these healing insights with us.
Thank you, Jeff.